everyone. Thank you very much for joining me for this tarot read. Let's go ahead and get started with your read. We're going to use the letters and numbers. I'm being told to start with the numbers for this read, so we'll let some of this come forward. You're going to know if these have special meaning to you, if they resonate. It might mean that this read is a little bit more personal for you. We have the number 10, the month of December, 22, 23, the month of May, 21, 5, 14, ooh, we got a lot of months, the month of August, and the number 8. And now I'm getting told to stop, so that's all we're going to do for the numbers today, or at least for this read. And then we're going to grab the letters. We're going to do some letters here, and we'll see what comes forward for you. We have Z, J, I, and we'll keep going and see what pops out here. Q, A, like Q&A. I wonder if you've been asking questions, if you've been praying or looking for guidance recently. V, H, S. And I'm getting told to stop again, so we are going to stop with that. I'll tuck those cards off to the side. So if any of these resonate with you, it might mean that this read is going to have a little bit more of a personal touch. That is sort of my cards connecting with your energy. I keep seeing this Q&A, like you got some sort of a question in mind or a question you've been sending out into the universe. My tarot cards are going to try and answer it today. Let's grab an oracle deck. This is the one I'm being pulled to for your read. We got that balance card right at the bottom too. Kind of reminds me of like the Magician and the Temperance Angel all in one. Very positive card. Let's see what we have. We had a few that wanted to pop out right away. Now, waiting game. Choose wisely. Triumphant success. Heartache and loss. Choose wisely. And if you got a choice you're having to make, or an obstacle in front of you, you're having to choose a path. And this is maybe what you're asking for guidance on. Wanting to make the right decision. Interesting. We have the universe card showing up in your read. She usually doesn't show up unless something really important is happening. So this is like something that has to do with your universal life path or a universal lesson that's needing to be learned. Recognition and reward. I do see a lot of positive cards in here. I know we have that heartache and loss. Sometimes that heartache and loss is just the catalyst for a change. It's a catalyst that sort of gives us that kick in the ass to move in a different direction that maybe we otherwise wouldn't have chosen, but it's actually the direction that we're supposed to be moving in. We have transformation and fertility. Fertility is all about growth, kind of like the Empress card. Growing, healing. Let me see what else we got going on here. Wisdom, the third eye chakra, and your base chakra, the third eye chakra. This is interesting. You got some sort of a big change happening in your life. You need to use your intuition in choosing as well. I think you've been sending it out into the universe. I don't know if you're praying for guidance, asking your spirit guides for guidance, whatever that spiritual aspect means to you. That's what you've been calling on for guidance and answering some sort of a question and choosing some sort of a path. They've been trying to tell you, whatever it is has been trying to give you signs. You need to listen to your intuition. That's pretty big here. Something is just going to feel like the right thing to do. You're going to feel more pulled to go into one direction than another. I'm going to grab a few more here. There's the balance. That Magician, that Temperance Angel, Harmony, Intuition card. See? Harmony. I grab a few more. Ooh, there we go. We had a bunch wanting to pop out here. Hope, the solar plexus chakra. Balancing your solar plexus chakra is very important. That's your self-esteem and your self-empowerment. Speaking your truth with the throat chakra. Financial and material changes. Spiritual union. And hope. I see a need to speak a truth here. I don't know if you're afraid of speaking a truth or you did speak a truth and now you're waiting to sort of see what's going to become of that. See, like as long as you're being true to you, even if it risks some kind of heartache and loss, it's still the right thing to do. You need to be able to speak your truth. You need to have that balance in the throat chakra. You need to feel empowered, that you can say what you need to say, that you recognize your self-worth. It's the only way that you will find balance and harmony. Even if it's in a relationship and you're worried about maybe rocking the boat or saying something and the other person's going to get offended and they're going to piss off. Anybody who's worth sticking around is going to respect that, is going to respect you, and is going to know your self-worth. So that's not something, I wouldn't worry about something like that. Because if this is what's going on, and this person is really meant to be in your life and they're really worth your time and your energy, they're going to respect you. They're going to respect you for speaking your truth. And they're going to respect you for finding that self-empowerment too. This is interesting. I need to grab a tarot deck for this. This is the one that's calling to me for your read. So I want more detail on what's going on here, Tarot. Can you please clarify these oracle cards for me? If you pop out the side. King of Wands. Emperor. So, we got a lot of kings here. We got a lot of King of Swords. That's funny because I feel a lot of maturity in this King of Swords, and then I feel a lot of immaturity in the King of Wands. I know they're both kings, but they feel completely different to me. I actually feel more of your energy in the King of Swords. Like you're somebody who's more mature. Feel like this is all about speaking your truth and asking for what you want. This is about setting boundaries. It's about self-respect. This King of Wands, he doesn't feel solid. So I feel like this is the feeling he gives you. Like you're not entirely sure how this person feels about you. You're not entirely sure how much they're committed to the relationship, whether they're staying, whether they're looking at something else. You're more mature though, and you're more solid, and you're looking for stability and long term. And it's like you want to know where this person stands. You want to know where they stand. You want to know what they're up to. The Hierophant. And you are asking for guidance in a situation. Absolutely. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So that makes a lot of sense. And that's why the universe showed up. I do believe that in past relationships, and maybe even in this relationship too, you've sort of held off, sort of pushing this person for an answer, pushing somebody for an answer about where they stand, what they're looking for, hoping that maybe by being patient, this person will kind of come around to wanting what you want, which is long-term commitment. This is a crossroads for you, and this is a universal life lesson that you're meant to learn. It's being able to recognize that it's okay for you to say these things out loud. It's okay for you to say, this is what I'm looking for. Is this the type of connection that you're after? Are you looking to make a commitment? Can you show me that you're somebody who's looking to make a commitment so that you're not wasting my time? Because I do have the 2 of Swords here. It's a crossroads. This is a crossroads moment for you that is all about change. And I do feel like it's bigger than this one relationship. I don't feel a lot of, I know you guys might not like this. I don't feel like this relationship is itself and where it's going in the future is the main focus of this read, which tells me it might not be your forever relationship, but the lesson to be learned in this relationship is something that is going to set the groundwork for you for the future, for your universal life path, for being able to find that lifelong connection. I also feel like it's going to bleed into other relationships in your life and possibly even into a work situation. That sort of no longer being afraid to speak your truth, no longer being afraid to ask for what you want, being able to recognize that, you know, if you want these things, you can go out and get them, or you can ask for them, you can work towards them. You don't have to quietly wait and hope they show up or somebody's going to recognize it or feel the same way. And that's why I feel like it bleeds into other situations. It can even bleed into a work life. Instead of sort of waiting to get noticed by the boss for a promotion, going and asking. Say, I'm ambitious. I would like something more than what I've got. Are there other positions available? What would I have to do to be able to qualify for that? You know, being able to go out and get it. Instead of hoping somebody notices you, hoping somebody notices your hard work, hoping that an opportunity pops up. I feel like that's why the universe card came out. Because this applies to more than just what's going on in this one little situation. And I don't think you realize the gravity of this sort of a change in your life and being able to speak your truth. The Page of Cups, loyalty, trust. I do feel like there are issues with trust with this person too. There are issues with loyalty. I just feel this, I don't know where they stand. I don't know if they're committed to me. I don't know if they love me. I don't know if they're in this 100%. And like really needing to know that. Needing to know that whether, so like you can put more effort and energy into this or step away from it. The Fool card, change. Taking a leap of faith. 9 of Swords. Interesting. See, you're worried about, I think you're so worried about this person not giving you the answer that you're hoping for, that it's like not saying anything, or you haven't said anything for some time. I just keep seeing this, speak your truth. Like you're never going to know what this person is all about until you have this conversation. Until you allow this to come forward and you allow it to play out. If this is somebody who's going to get all pissy and offended and immature and have a fight, that tells you everything that you need to know about their character, right? That's not somebody who offers stability. That's not somebody who offers a future deep connection. If this is somebody who respects that and goes, okay, I understand where you're coming from and that this is something that you would like to know, and this is where I'm at in my life, no matter what answer they give you, maybe they say, yeah, this is something I want too. I just want to move a little bit slower, or I want to be able to go kind of in this direction or whatever. If they're able to open up and speak to you about it, that's somebody who's a little bit mature and on your level. I don't get the, I can tell you, I don't get the mature vibe from this King of Wands. I don't feel like you're probably going to get the answer that you're hoping for, but you'll get the answer that you need. And that's the most important thing, is getting the information that you need, getting the answer that you need, having this person's true nature revealed so that you know where you stand, instead of waiting on them to figure it out. And that's part of your journey. That's just what I see in the cards. It's part of your journey. It's a lesson for you to learn in being able to call something out, even if it's scary, even if you're worried about hearing the answer that you don't want, being able to overcome that fear to be able to speak your truth anyways. The Queen of Cups. Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Because right now I do feel like your emotions are sort of, like I said, it's like overwhelming. If fear is overwhelming. Fear of what could be. Fear of how it could possibly go wrong. I think it's fear of that heartache and loss and that grief. It's like having your heart broken again. Fear of having your heart broken again. That's what's sort of stalling you out here. But the Queen of Pentacles tells me that this is the energy you need to move into. And by doing this, this is the energy that you'll move into. Being able to speak your truth is empowering. Being able to recognize your self-worth and that you are important, your time is important, it's not to be wasted by people who are just looking to jerk you around or play the field, or who never want to move beyond dating when you're looking for long-term commitment. Like, being able to not put up with that shit is empowering to you. This is finding your self-confidence, finding your balance. It's actually a turning point for you in your life. 6 of Wands, new beginnings. I do feel like most likely, I got a lot of cards here that are speaking to most likely this relationship with this King of Wands is not going to last, or it's not going to go the way that you want it to go. Now, I could be misinterpreting it, and it could mean that this chapter of this relationship with this King of Wands, of you wondering, of you not saying anything, it could be that that chapter is coming to an end, and this allows the opportunity for something new and something deeper to grow. But either way, regardless of this relationship and which way it goes and what direction it takes, this is a lesson you need to learn for yourself. This is a life-changing lesson that will serve you well in your future. 7 of Wands. Absolutely. Being able to take your power back. It's powerful. Being able to speak your truth. Not being afraid of whatever's going on. Security of the 4 of Cups. Three of Swords, communication. So right now, I think you got yourself worked right up, wondering what this person's all about, wondering what they're going to do, wondering what they're thinking, wondering how they're feeling. You're never going to get your answer by sitting around and wondering. That communication, Three of Wands, communication. Open up those lines of communication. Speak your truth. If it doesn't go the way that you want it to go, you'll be okay. You're strong enough to recover from it. And it just means that that person was no longer meant to be in your life. And if not, you're at least giving this person the opportunity to step up to the plate and be who you need them to be. Because how this is going right now is not working for you. You're not getting what you need. So one way or another, things need to change. Either this person needs to step up and give you what you need to make this relationship work. And the only way they're going to know that or have that opportunity is if you speak that truth to them. Or they need to get the hell out of the way so that somebody new can step forward and have that opportunity to give it to you. But one way or another, I just feel like things need to change. Things need to change. Don't allow the spirit to hold you back. Interesting. Five of Swords, Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's a great card to get. The word at the bottom is karma. This applies to you, and it applies to the situation that you're in. Karma, a lot of the times, we think about it sometimes like punishing someone who's been a dick. Karma is getting back the energy that you put out into the world. So if somebody's being a jerk off and they're sending nasty energy out, they will eventually get that back in some way, shape, or form. But the opposite of that is true too. And if you are sending positive energy out there, you are going to get positivity back. So if you are willing to take back control of this situation, to find your empowerment, to speak your truth and be true to yourself, that's the energy that you're sending out there. That is good karma. That will bring rewards back to you. Absolutely. Six of Swords movement is evolution. It's not physical movement. This is moving on to a new stage in your life. This is evolving for you. Six of Pentacles. To find a relationship that has an even give and take. Somebody who's mature enough to recognize that. Prospects and the Lover's decisions. I feel like this deep love, this spiritual union that you're looking for, this mature figure, this even give and take, this is in your future. This is in your future. Whether it's this King of Wands having the opportunity to get their shit together and step up to the plate, or whether it's somebody completely new, this is a change that has to happen for you to find that deep spiritual union connection. As long as things stay the same and you're too afraid to be able to speak your truth, you won't find it. You won't find it. It's like the universe is being a part of this. A lot is at stake. A lot is at play here, more than what you realize in just this one choice and decision. If you've been sending this out into the universe and sort of praying or asking for guidance, this is the guidance that's coming back. Speak your truth. Have no fear of the consequences with whoever this person is. Know that you are strong enough to come back from whatever heartache may or may not happen. And that a bright future awaits you. But you have to learn to speak your truth first. That is what will serve you well in life. This is part of your lesson. This is part of your growing. It's uncomfortable and it's probably scary as fuck. This is something I think a lot of us struggle with at different points in our life and in many different situations, not just in romance. This happens at work. This happens with family members and friendships. Lots of different situations that we go through. This is important for you at this point in time to learn to speak your truth and to ask for what you're looking for. Be upfront and be honest and be clear. It will serve you well. And in the end, whether it's this King of Wands or not, it will lead you to this spiritual union and to harmony. That's going to be your end result of being able to learn this lesson and put it into practice. Alrighty, guys, that is your read. Take care.